With schools still closed, there are many parents out there trying to keep their kids engaged and up to date with their education, which can be a struggle for those who aren't trained to do so. And the provincially issued teaching toolkit can be tough to navigate. Steph Schuurman is a professor at the University of Alberta who teaches teachers, and she's here to help us this morning. Steph, thanks so much for being here. Let's start with the toolkit. What's making this so tricky for parents?
Well, I think it's a really overwhelming document. It's almost 260 pages long from K to 12. And if you're not used to navigating this kind of document, it's really overwhelming. The particular layout of this one is, it's disorganized, it's confusing. It's really difficult to navigate.
Okay, so that on top of the pressure of parents trying to teach while they're working, they're not teachers. What advice would you have for people who are trying their best right now?
Yeah, I think it's important to recognize that I think there's a lot of misinformation about what parents should actually be doing right now. Teachers don't expect parents to be administering curriculum right now. There's actually no expectation for families to be doing at-home learning that is attached to the Alberta curriculum. And so this seems to be news to people, but I think the last time that we did this was COVID, right? And schools shut down, and at-home learning was very much a part of family life. And then this paired with the letter that came out on on October 8th from the minister that really emphasized that learning should continue at home. And then the release of this document for families to follow really puts the pressure on families that this is something that they should be doing. Mm-hmm. But it's not actually necessary for parents to be teaching curriculum at home. Okay,
so there are parents that's a big sigh of relief to, but they also want to keep their kids in some sort of routine or, make sure that they're at least doing something during the day that isn't just all fun and games. So what would you say as far as trying to establish a routine, that sort of thing?
Yeah, just that, establishing a routine is really important, especially for younger children. Talking to Nicole earlier, with older children, getting dressed every day,
Right.
And making sure that you're getting outside and even socializing with peers. And, you say not all fun and games, but ironically, I think fun and games is actually one of the best ways that we can learn and keep engaged. So I think we can just chill out on this toolkit that's been given a little bit and look for meaningful learning opportunities that just exist in our homes and communities around us.
Okay, so for parents who are like, I'm not even quite sure what sort of lessons we should be attacking given the different ages, is it just all sort of reading it off your kid what they need during that day?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you can read with your children and you can, go visit older relatives. And I think subscribing to that curriculum, the toolkit it's totally overwhelming. So they can go back to things like Google Classrooms if teachers have set that up prior to the strike to review things, but no new learning of curriculum needs to be happening during the strike.
I've heard from many teachers saying, well, it just feels like summer break for my kids. Is that a bad thing?
I don't think it's a bad thing. I mean, the whole point of a labor disruption is that, in this case, learning is disrupted, right? And so that creates the urgency for us to get back into schools as quickly as we can. So it makes sense that it feels like summer holidays because, learning isn't happening because teachers are on strike.
Yeah, okay. So we can all just relax a little bit.
Totally.
And let things happen. Steph, thanks so much for being here for your advice. It certainly is valuable stuff. Now, the province and the teachers union are back at the bargaining table. We'll have more on the latest negotiations coming up in just a few minutes.